Hello, everybody, and we're back for our third matchup, third recorded matchup between the Daddy and the Giant Killer. So with me also again for our third video is my guest commentator Sean. Sean, are you there?
Yes. Hello and good evening again for
And
our third coverage.
anong masasabi natin sa matchup na ito?
This matchup compared sa last video between a control and an aggro, this matchup is both. Sige, wala na tong surprise factor ni Bujuy because these guys they know each other's deck list, okay?
Yes.
Aggro versus aggro. Okay.
Yes. It doesn't matter if you're old or young. If it's aggro, it's still aggro. So,
Aggro.
we let's get to the matchup. It's Arnel versus Bujuy. Gruul versus Mono White. So, here we go. It's still ayun. So, Arnel, who is the higher seed? Is Bujuy.
Bujuy.
So, Arnel is on the play with a hand that's very, very okay for
Sa
3
Nax.
turns.
Imo,
Oh, but he
pause sa
opts
Nax.
to... yun.
Imong screen wala ko yung makita.
Yan.
Wala.
Wala ba? Wait lang. Check ko sa Discord.
Guys, we're having
No.
technical
Oh, no.
difficulties.
Wait. Oh, no.
Wait, like give us a minute. Give us a minute.
Tama. I forgot. I'm sorry. What the? I'm streaming. I'm currently streaming. Right, I'll stop it. Then I'll share again. Yeah. Now I forgot. I'm sorry, guys. I'm live again, and let's see if paring Shan.
Yun, okay.
Okay na.
Okay.
Ayan.
Okay, is
Ayun.
this we are in our
We're on
point of view.
Arnel's. Yes. I'm going to rewind it back. So we're in Arnel's point of view, and he kept. He had a hand with two drops and a bunch of big creatures, but having only 2 lands. So he opted to mulligan. Yan. So there. Ayan.
Oh,
So
just a mulligan.
yes, it's a sure mulligan. So he's hapit, malapit. And he keeps 3 lands, and the great words of Tonton, basta may lupa.
Nice.
And he puts down the Embercleave. Maybe because it's not the type of hand that... Ooh, wow. Stone Cold Serpent. It's currently raining, so if you hear it on my side, I'm very sorry. So, a turn 2, Ajani's Pridemate. Well, the Alcade is confidently attacking because there's a +1/+1 payoff. Whatever happens, Arnel chooses
I think Arnel was looking for an opener with a 1-drop.
Yes.
I think it was that one of the reasons.
That's why he mulliganed the first hand a while ago, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're back. Then Arnel with the Insta Snap Stone Cold Serpent on turn 2, going back to Bujuy. Turn 3 is just standing there. What is he doing? Oh, there's a little bit of audio on Arnel's video. We'd like to thank. Oh, there's a double block. Are there any instant tricks by? Oh, there's a protection saving the Ajani's Pridemate so that he can kill the Pelt Collector. Yes, but a turn 3 Rada.
It's a swing. Okay.
Yes, it's a swing.
Automatic swing.
What would Stone Cold Serpent do? Oh no! Oh wow!
No.
Oh wow! There's a 4/4, but Arnel answers back with a
That's questing
Mighty,
beast.
mighty questing beast. And swings with everybody. Oh wow, it's just a race. It's just a race between two monsters. Oh! Ajani, Strength of the
Tao.
Pride. Would,
Tao.
yeah, oh, we pause this a little bit. So, what would be the optimal play here after playing Ajani?
Uh, pilay lupa ni Bujuy kasi one land,
5.
two cards, and Yorion.
Yes.
Uh,
So, with,
if he doesn't have to attack, but I think he should create a cat, then
yes.
pass the turn.
Yes.
I think that's about it. Tama
Yes.
ba?
Since we
Yes,
don't
sige,
since we
okay.
don't know Bujoy's hand, so there might be a
Yes.
combat trick unless Arnel
Yes,
did
yes.
not look at the at the deck list. But the optimal play would be would be a 2-2. But you know, Bujoy is in a very peculiar spot if and only if uh no, since Bujoy knows the top card of Arnel's deck, so there's the possibility of having no Ember Cleave for next turn is safe for Bujoy. So let's continue. Because of Rada's ability, top card is revealed. So there's information.
Yes.
So Azure Tarkov.
Information.
Oh wow, an insta scry down with Gruul Spellbreaker in the horizon. So we pause this a little bit again. So what will you do the turn where you shoot the token with a stomp, then casting a goblin with haste instead of a +1/+1 counter? Would that have more damage? Because I think Bujoy will try to block the questing beast to protect
That
Ajani.
Ajani, yes. But with Heliod's ability to +1/+1 counter, uh, we are worried if Bujoy has another tricks up his sleeve, like for example, a banishing light or an Alcid to give it protection. So based on this board, I think Arnel's plan was just to shoot the token and swing.
Yeah, swing the
I think
face.
that's
So that so
because
Bujoy would be forced to block the questing beast to protect Ajani.
yeah, because if you don't block it, it will still be able to kill a Johnny. So
Yeah.
that's a math block. Yes, I
Yes,
think that's Arnel's
yes.
play.
So with that in mind, we continue. Arnel is now pondering of doing the same thing that we talked about, but opts to, in great Arnel fashion, he just opts to bash face, knowing that if the token tries to block the 2-2,
Which shoot it.
oh, which he did not.
That's a free. Whew.
Yes, that's free 5 damage. So Arnel is pondering if he's going to kill the stump with the token, which he does. Oh, 5 damage. That was enough. That was big damage. With a Zurtar Goblin now having a +1/+1 counter, threatening for lethal on next turn. But Bujoy puts a 2/2 token and
Will this be enough?
yes. Oh, and opts to pass the turn. Knowing that Gruul Spellbreaker is in the horizon and an Ember Cleave for next turn, what Arnel can do is cast with haste and attack with everybody. And that presents lethal. Because Gruul Spellbreaker has trample, Bujoy creates a token.
This is lethal.
Yes, this is
Lethal.
lethal. Anywhere you go, this is considered
Like
lethal.
life link to
A masterclass of
7, 3, 4 night.
beatdown. A masterclass of beatdown is shown unto us in game 1 by Arnel, and that's a very quick concede by Bujuy. So we'll pause the video, and as you can see, Arnel already did the sideboard plan. So Sean, what's the sideboard plan between these two? So I'll show the decks. So which one will you analyze first? Bujuy.
Arnel.
Arnel's deck.
Arnel.
All right. So
Okay, with Arnel. Uh, I think for he will be bringing in Fry and Scorching Dragonfire. And
no, Arnel.
I'm
I'm sorry.
pondering between the Gargadroth, Elder Gargaroth, or a Thrashing Brontodon if ever he decides, he's on the draw, if ever he decides that these Vanishing Lights or Glass Caskets are coming in.
Yeah,
It would
yeah,
disrupt
yeah.
your curve. Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. So
And
and
siguro to cut, I think Zurtas, or you will cut Zurta? Tama ba? No, I don't
uh
think so.
no, I think
Or
you cut down on the I think spellbreakers and Arada. You cut on them
okay, okay.
because I think only lands matter. No, Rada is still his engine, I think. So I think he can cut the scavenging ooze rather than the Zurtar
Okay. Then
because scavenging ooze is very mana extensive.
okay, okay.
And yeah, I think that's it. While on
Uh,
Bujoy's side,
I think we talked about what we discussed earlier, the banishing lights for glass caskets. For I think other than creatures, Arnold pretty much doesn't have anything that you need to exile other than Embercleave, but it comes out flash,
yeah,
so useless. So I think he would side in glass caskets for the banishing lights for a faster answer to deck, and siguro conclave tribunal maybe the flavor.
he, I think he would. I think he would cut like three banishing lights or two banishing lights for two glass caskets, then
Okay.
one linden, and one other one drop if he wants the full set of glass casket, because
Cats, yes.
Bujoy, if Bujoy, who is still on the play on game 2, would like would be better off having little reactive spells than going for the aggro plan still.
I
So
think, yeah. Okay,
yeah,
okay. Tama, tama, tama.
he'll just cut a little just to put in those glass caskets so that he'll still be the same aggro deck rather than a reactive aggro deck. Same but with Arnel's game plan, I think with the Fries and the Scorching Dragonfires and the Brontodons, it's more of a reactive plan. So on the draw, which would be like, so I think Brontodon on the draw would be not a great play, but still against the Banishing Lights and Glass Caskets and Conclave Tribunals, Brontodon is still a good pick. Yes, 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 very good. Anyway,
And Arnel,
yeah.
right, nice. Paspas kayo yung sideboard na.
Yeah, muna gi-pause na mo ang video. Ayan, so balik tayo sa video. So, mabilis masyado siya nag-sideboard. So, napasok niya kagad yung Fry, pasok niya yung
And
Thrashing Brontodon and
Scorching.
Elder Gargaroth, and he cuts all four Stone Cold Serpents and Robber of the Rich and three more cards, one Embercleave. He's going for a more slower route, taking out the fast robber, the Embercleave, and the Stone Coil, and two Scavenging Ooze. Yes, which
Tama, tama
yeah,
ka.
yeah, yeah. Then
Oh,
he
ibalik.
gibalik. Ano eh? Gibalik niya. Anong gibalik niya? Ano yung
Balik
gibalik?
niya yung Oz, then dili, same, same. Ibalik niya yung Oz, then sideboard niya ulit.
Ah, okay.
Tingnan, balik, then pindot ulit. That's Oz.
Okay. Hesitate. Oy, gi-Euro step ako ni Arnel ah. Na Euro step ako nun. Anyway, we're back to game 2 between Bujoy and Arnel. Arnel still on the draw, but eking a win with a very... Oh, he mulligans. Yes. And, akala ko gi-keep niya yun. So, he has a very decent hand right now. And still, scries down an Embercleave with a Fabled
Same with
Passage.
game 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think with no one drops, Arnel like settled. Oh, with knowing having a fourth land, he opted for the shock land instead of the Fabled Passage because things will be very frisky. Turn 2 on Arnel's side with a Zurtar Goblin with a +1/+1 counter. Bujuy, third turn, plays a Helioid and attacks with the Healer Hawk. And we're gonna see a very big Hawk from this
Oh
point
my
onward.
god.
But we pause this. I think Arnel will opt to stomp the Healer's Hawk rather than putting a Gruul Spellbreaker to raise. Because if left unchecked with Arnel's current hand, he has no answers for a 3/3 flying lifelink creature, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, so we proceed with the video. They're very fast. They're playing very fast. Arnel, the aggro player. Zurtar Goblin going in. Hunted Witness blocks so that he can have the 1/1. Oh, he did not opt to block. Passes the turn. Bujuy putting on a Daxos.
Oh my god.
But before things get very frisky, Arnel chooses to stomp out the Hawk with a... Oh, there's a Garrison Cat on this side, turning on Helioid with a 5/5 beater, gaining him life and a +1/+1 counter on Daxos, dealing 6 damage to Helioid. And Arnel with the Rada. I paused it because they're so fast. I'm like, oh my god, he's having too many lands on his side and opts not to block. Oh, a glass casket. I'm going to pause that because they're playing so fast. Oh my god. What happened here?
Grabe.
As in, grabe. Glass casket targeting Rada with another Hunted Witness to trigger Daxos for another +1/+1 counter on Daxos, swinging in with the whole team. Arnel, knowing that it's still not lethal, opts to block a Garrison Cat and taking 10 damage and only 2 life left. And making Dax... Oh my god. Oh my. The demigod and god carrying the team and bringing in the +1/+1 counters all over the country. And Arnel, as fast as the deck is, with a fast concede. Oh my, oh my. So before we go on to game 3, we've seen how fast Bujuy's deck goes. So Arnel on the draw, opting for a control hand, just stood there while the whole mono white team blitz through. Oh my, oh dear, oh my. So parang Shan, what would Arnel's choice be? Would he go for a more controlling route still, or will he, since he is now on the play, will he go aggro mode?
Since he is on the play right now, I think I would cut the Gargaroth and bring in back the robber. Are we sure about that? The robber, I think.
Yeah, it's either the robber or the scavenging ooze or a stone cold
Yes, yes.
serpent because it has reach. So both it's
Okay.
either the robber or the stone cold serpent would be great on the play inclusions because if Arnel gets on the back pedal, he has reach. Those creatures has reach, and but the question is, if you were Papi Arnel, would you still hold on to be a more controlling deck or a more aggro deck? So if you go for the more aggro deck, you take away the Fry, the Scorching Dragonfire, and put back in all the threats. So
I don't think
yeah.
he would do something like that. But he saw the glass caskets come in.
Yeah.
So I think the Thrashing Brontodon is there to stay. And the Fry is also there to stay because of the very early beats from Bujuy in what we saw in Game 2. So I think that's it. That's about it. The changes. Siguro remove the Gargaroth for now.
Yeah. So let's see if Arnel does what we think he's going to do. So Arnel is now like, I think he's trying to fix his chair. Puts in the Cinder Vines for.
What?
That's a very questionable worm. He's now going for a more controlling route. He looks at the Elder Gargaroth, then moves away and takes away the Embercleave. And he is going for the more mid-range
Mm-hmm.
approach. So he takes away the Pelt
Okay.
Collector, and he is on the play. He went full on Fafi Arnel control. Oh my, oh
On the
dear.
play.
Yes. Bujoy having a Yorion deck with 80 cards has no problem siding out anything and siding in anything. So, Arnel keeping a 2-land hand with Scorching Dragonfire, which is a very good, which is a Nanbo with Scavenging Ooze. Oh, selfless. Turn 2 Scavenging Ooze on Arnel's side, while Bujoy
The
is,
moment. Yes.
Bujoy's second turn would be a Janice Pridemate with no lifelink
Yum yum.
selfless. Yum, yum. Pelt Collector, too late in the party, but still is in the party. They're just... Arnel is just waiting for Bujoy to sacrifice the Savior.
Yes.
Oh, Glass Casket on Bujoy's side. With no open mana, he cannot force the Scavenging Ooze to eat the Savior. Glass Casket targeting Scavenging Ooze. And Hunted Witness follow-up. And the question is, when will Scorching Dragonfire be used? Arnel's going to use it. He's going to force Selfless Savior. Oh, the popper. The popper dies for the cat. That's very poetic. Arada
I
on...
think that's still.
oh,
I think that's still
Arnel...
considered 1-for-1.
Yeah, it's still a 1-for-1. But, the most... it would have been nicer if a Janice Pridemate would be the one who died for that. Since Ajani tends to grow with a Linden and an insta sweep.
My God.
Yes, a 4-4 Ajani's Pridemate.
4-4.
Yes, and the beats. But still, there's a Fabled Passage on the top deck, shuffling the Bone Crusher. And Arnel going for the mountain as fast as he could. Plays the Goblin. Zurtar Goblin. We pause this one. So, why the Goblin and not Questing Beast? Why did it not opt to put in a Questing Beast so that he can block the Ajani's Pridemate? Why the Goblin?
I think because it doesn't have anything to do if you're just gonna block anyway. And I think this is also the reason why Arnel opted to go the more controlish route, because even if you're on the play, if Bujuy gets a curve like this, your pelt collectors, your rubber of the rich wouldn't be able to do anything against a 3
Ah,
or a 4-4.
now
So
I get it.
I think he placed the Zorda Goblin for a much
Okay. Now I get why he
route.
plays the Goblin so that he can trigger the Collector to become
For a
3-3.
3-3.
They sweep in, and Arnel can always stomp the token for minimum swing back. Yeah,
Yes.
I think
Or probably token or a new one
a
drop or two
new
drop that Buju
Ajani's
is going to
Pridemate.
add.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this was the play on
Okay.
Arnel's part. Okay, so with the Surtar Goblin triggering Pelt Collector, then on his turn triggers the Stomp for maximum damage. Arnel swings with only Rada. baiting Bujuy to, oh no, another glass casket on the side of Bujuy targets the Pelt Collector, and we know what's going to happen this turn. A Johnny Pridemate, a 5-5 beater. No blocks on Arnel's side. It's 18 to 11. With a Season Hollow Blade with no cards.
Oh,
With no cards in
Tanto
hand.
Vanguard.
But there's a Fry looming over the horizon, but it's too little, too late. Oh, Arnel did not attack with the Questing Beast. Why? Because he's opting for the Bone Crusher?
Post
Why?
combat Bone Crusher, I think.
Why?
I think that play would have been good for a Questing Beast because he baited the Zurta for the second glass casket. I don't
Yeah.
think Arnel wanted to do that.
Okay. But I think why did he not cast the Questing Beast and attacks so that he can avoid a double block with Linden and Season Hollow Blade?
I think he should have did. I should have did it. Yes.
Yeah. He should have put in Questing Beast with the Vigilance and attacks. I think even though Bujuy will not block with Linden or Season Hollow Blade, Questing Beast is still on the defense side so that he can block a Johnny's Pridemate on the swing back. So that was very Arnel, are you tilting? But now but now Bujuy, it's Bujoy's turn, and all Bujuy wants to do is just swing back, and Bujuy did not keep the land on his hand. That's why he has a Season Hollow Blade on the defense side. So he's thinking very clear. Oh no! Bujuy did not attack with the Johnny's Pridemate, which gives Arnel the chance to fry the Johnny's Pridemate and continue the beats.
I think Bujuy shouldn't have dropped the land
Yes.
to protect the season.
Yes, that was the whole point of now Arnel, with a little bit of confidence, swings back with a whole gajillion of kiddos. Linden blocks a Zurtar Goblin, but we know Bujuy has a Yorion in hand, so he opts to double block Questing Beast, which is okay. Oh, he's okay. Linden blocks the Goblin. Here comes the blocks. For minimum damage, he should have blocked 1-for-1. But if he plans to blink the Yorion next turn, he can always, okay. Oh wow, okay. Arnel with a Bone Crusher Giant looming. Bujuy only has one solution. He's going to Yorion. Only one glass casket. Yes.
For the Questing Beast.
Yeah, he cannot afford the Scavenging Ooze to get loose because there's so many creatures already. There's so many creatures already in the graveyard. So yeah, that was a good play by Bujuy. Arnel, still having lands and has no idea what's on the top deck because Bujuy chose Rada in Glass Casket, is now pondering what to do. He cannot cast the Questing Beast because it's legendary, but still Arnel keeping the beats in. So Yorion blocks the Questing Beast while Season Hollow Blade blocks Bone Crusher Giant. And discarding a
Discard.
So now we're back. Oh, wow. Oh, but Pelt Collector having yes. Oh, okay. Oh wow, the triggers. Oh, that's a big Pelt Collector and a Questing Beast. with only one card on Bujoy's hand, what would his answer be? Down to 4 life. It's a nail biter.
The token cannot block a questing beast,
ah,
right? The
yes.
Cancel
So
Ardendale token.
what we will pause here because the top deck of Arnel is irrelevant. So technically, Bujoy can delay one turn by, since Spell Collector has trample already. Season Hollow Blade will block the questing beast. It's
Okay.
either just blocking it without being indestructible, then making a token, blocking the Pelt Collector, only taking 3 damage. So Bujoy is still out down to 1. So we will know what will happen next. So Arnel, with only one thing in mind, pressing the all attack button. And Bujoy. Alright, Bujoy. I think Bujoy will do, yes, he will block the Hollow Blade and he will block the token. And, Bujoy did not opt for the indestructible. What was in his hand? Oh, a Scorching Dragon Fire on the part of Arnel. Decides to keep it for any blockers in the way. Bujoy, drawing his second card, puts a land down, another Season Hollow Blade, and that's GG's WPs, and Daddy Arnel wins the match. And we'll rewind a bit. We'll put it on the victory. Wait. Ayun. Wait lang, kaya nakita aking mga video suggestions. I'm sorry. Don't clip it. Don't clip it. Wait lang. Ayan. Anyway, so yun, yan. Scorching Dragon Fire na lang ang ating nail to the coffin. And that was a slobber knockerama match. That was a very, very, very exciting Game 3. After a blowout Game 1 and a blowout Game 2. Any insights, paring Shan, kung anong nangyari?
I think Arnel showed to us that he is very comfortable with decks like these, the aggro decks, because based on the post-game, pre-game 3 analysis, we analyzed, we told everyone that he will go the aggro game plan. But in this game, he went with the full-on control, even if he is on the play. And it showed there that even if you're on the play, Bujoy will still have that curve of big beats and a flurry of glass caskets and indestructible things. So I think Arnel was right on that game plan when going for the more control-ish build, and it paved way for the win right here.
Yeah, I think he went more of a control mid-range type, which goes over the top against aggro decks, which Bujoy, since having an 80 card deck, has a very hard time transforming the deck also to be also a mid-range deck and going over the top with Arnel's big creatures. As we all know and love Fafi Arnel, he likes everything big. Yes. and with that, we finish our third match for our round 1 matchup. So, if this is the last video that you're watching, the next 2 videos that we will be doing will be on the winners bracket. It would be Chrysler versus Kevin and Arnel versus Josh. So, but on the loser side, it would be Peter and Daddy-O against
No. Arnel versus Daddy-O.
Okay. Okay. Arnel versus Daddy-O. So Daddy-O won against Josh. I'm sorry. Okay. So Arnel versus Daddy-O on round 2, and Chrysler versus Kevin on the winners bracket, while on the losers bracket, Peter and Josh. Am I right?
No. Josh and Bujoy. Josh versus Bujoy.
Okay, the brothers, Josh and Bujoy and Peter versus Benson, the youngs and the olds in the losers bracket fighting for survival. So, yun. Any last words for our winners bracket predictions, paring Shan?
Like I predicted in the second video, I think Chrysler would easily win game one against Kevin.
Okay.
And in this side, I think this is Arnel's test yet, true test against a very well built control deck, the Azorius
Ah,
Yorion, because I don't know what game plan they have, or it's very pretty much autopilot openers that you need against a control deck, because the control deck will always, almost always, gonna have answers to your 2, 3, 4.
yeah.
So yeah, I think that's about it. Arnel, I don't I see a 50-50, an even matchup on this one.
And that's your final word by our Papi Sean. Anyway, from down here, down south in Davao, with our very special guest Sean, this has been round one of the season 2 finale of the Tournament of Power by Heijo Gaming and Davao Magic Shop. And this has been your commentator Nax saying, see you in the next video. Bye bye. Say bye. Say
Bye.
bye bye.